Alrighty. It's that time to talk about something. Depression sucks. A lot of people I know, and many people I consider friend, um, have been telling me that they've been depressed lately. Uh, Anxiety, depression have been eating people left and right, it feels like. I've dealt with depression on and off again for years. And I have various medications I take, and I have a therapist and all this, and all that helps to some degree. But ultimately, you have to fix yourself to some degree. It's all the things I know that will help not be depressed. It's like, yeah, you could exercise. Yeah, you could. Well, when you're really depressed, you don't really want to. And if you haven't exercised for a while, it's really hard to exercise. And it's like, it's easier to not do that. You could eat better. Well, yeah, but it's more fun to eat the thing that you're not supposed to. And all the things that you know you ought to do, it's easier to not do those things. I think that the chemical stuff that happens in our head, that it's maybe looking for this kind of like quick fix almost, where I remember there used to be a lot more diet pills. They're still around, but there used to be a ton of them back in the day, back in late 80s, early 90s ish. Just take this pill and you'll lose weight. No, it's not that simple. You need diet and exercise. That's it. The thing that actually works is difficult. It's hard. And so it's easier to not do that and to just rely on, whatever the medication is and go, well, this is good enough. This will work. But then if you're not doing other things that you ought to do, then you really won't get out of that state. Chemicals can only do so much. You need to get out, have some sun, have some sunscreen on, but get the, get exercise, get it, and do something useful or at least constructive or whatever. And people know this. You don't need. It's like, yeah, I know. You don't have to tell me this, and I don't have to necessarily tell my friends this. They know this. But we're all kind of just, we're kind of like stuck in this rut of, yes, I know that's true, and I know that's what I ought to do, but I'm not going to do it because, well, whatever, laziness prevails, whatever the thing is, it's just like, it's easier to let the depression just eat you and consume you, and that's not a good thing. You don't want to do that. Because if it gets too powerful, if it gets too big, nothing seems worthwhile. And if you let that continue, it gets to the point where life doesn't seem worthwhile. And that's a very dark place to be. And I don't have any particular answers other than to do what we know we should do. Exercise, eat right, spend time with other people. And for some of us, that's really hard. I guess I don't know if it's harder for atheists, skeptics, agnostic, whatever our label is. It might be because for just yeah, it seems like the only other atheists that we know of are online. Like it's hard to find atheists in your area. Although I have seen that pop up a couple of times. Atheist singles are in your area. I'm like, I don't know about that. And maybe a lot of it or some of it is frustration. It's like, well, nobody's listening to the points I'm trying to make. I'm making these videos against the theists, and Not a single one of them has deconverted, and nobody seems to be listening. The only people that are listening are other atheists. And what's the point? What am I doing this for? And so it's difficult in that way. Maybe you don't feel inspired. You don't feel motivated or whatever. And not that doing YouTube stuff is the end all be all of existence, but I think that might contribute to those feelings of depression. So that sucks. And, it's like, well, can't I just say something that would, kick them out of it to get, it's like, snap out of it, stop it, And, no, honestly, they have to fight it themselves. Like, you can help to some degree, maybe, but ultimately the fight is yours, and that's rough. I wish there was more to pontificate than that, but it is what it is. That people get depressed for all sorts of reasons. And to get out of that requires real effort on your part, requires doing work, and that's a difficult thing to do sometimes, but we have to do it because this existence that we have, this is it. This is all we have. And as long as we exist, there's hope in this world. We bring hope to each other. We bring meaning to each other. We are there to help each other and to be with each other. And you don't know what impact you're going to have. Your video, your channel, your blog, your whatever, your book, whatever it might be, you don't know what difference that's going to make to somebody. And it might make all the difference in the world to that person. Just that one kind word, that one kind gesture might make all the difference. And, and so you have to be around to do that. And so you need to be the healthiest you can be so that you're able to do that for as long as possible. And I say all this not just for my friends, but also for myself. I think that this sort of thing is good to remind oneself of. Is like, yes, it's a battle, but it's a battle worth fighting. It's a battle worth winning. Because I really do think that as long as we exist, there is hope in this world. And then of course somebody else will have to take your place when you're not here anymore. But don't worry about that, because you won't be around to worry about it. So focus on what you can do today and do the best that you can with that, because we have each other, and that's a worthwhile thing. And I need my friends to make their content. I want my friends to make their content. I want them to write me from time to time. I want them to do things, not just because I enjoy that stuff, but also because I know that they enjoy it. So anyways, I don't know. I just thought that this was a thing to talk about for a moment and to reflect upon, because I'd been seeing a lot of it seemed like I'd been seeing a lot of this lately through emails and conversations I've had with various people, more than one. Otherwise I wouldn't, do a thing about it. And it's like, oh man, there's like another person and another person. It's like, oh man, what's going on? Maybe it's something in the air. I don't know. At any rate, So hey, look, get out there, you know, um, walk around the block, you know, make a video, do the things that you ought to do, and know that you matter to me for whatever that might be worth to you. So, and as always, I appreciate kind words that people say to me about my work. And that's not why I'm making this particular video, but I do appreciate that. So, okay, enough about depression. Let's talk about something fun. Let's do something fun. Let's dive into fun topics. Let's look for the things to pick apart and enjoy doing that. And that's what I let's look at the logic of things and explore that. So next coming back will be the Skeptic series thing. Goodness gracious. Okay. Why do I punish myself so much? Still have a book. If you haven't gotten it yet, get my book. Appreciate you doing that. If you have, review it if you can, or let me know. And I'll be doing stuff here as always. So until next time, be logical, be rational, and be a lobster. Wait, what? Does that make sense? And maybe I'll have a Jordi's. I can't say the name. Jordy's World on here. Maybe she'll talk to me live. That would be interesting. I don't know. I made a response to a video she did, so that could be fun. I'll actually be nice to her. Some theists I'm not nice to. It just depends on the person. Okay, this has gone too long now. I need to end this video. This live stream, whatever this is. This I need to move on to another thing. Yeah, maybe I'll just do I'll do a hangout. I'll do a lobster live and I'll see who joins me. That's what I'll do. Yeah, let's do that. I'll delete that thing because somebody's gonna join me. Well, I'll see you there. And if you're like, where is it? It's because it's deleted. That's why. Okay. All right. So stay tuned because I'll be back, but with another thing. But then if you're hearing this, and you don't see that other thing, then you missed it. Meow.